coming back. Front footed.
Let's go. Let's go. I like it.
Blade.
Catching that here.
Come on. Right there. We are live, as I'm Sam, Mr. Blitz Tech.
Revenue Geo,
LAJ, baby.
and it's that time of the year where you get slapped up with more Star Wars content. Today we have Ahsoka discussion, part 1 and part 2. And listen, I don't know how many times you have to tell you about being part of this Cybernerds thing, but subscribe to the channel. Do you know what I'm saying? We should be saying road to 500,000, a million, but here we are. Do you know what I'm saying? Much like we are here with this show. So, on that note, what are you lot saying about these 2 episodes? Thoughts, feelings? Go.
I'll say it's a really nice start, introduction to this chapter of Ahsoka. Just to set up the characters, just to set up of what's going on right about now. I think it's all right. For me, episode 1 was a bit slow. The intro was pretty good. The ending was pretty good. In between was just a bit, pace issues. Episode 2 was a bit better as well. Enjoyed episode 2. And just the choreography and the lightsaber fighting. Whee! All right. See you.
Definitely getting there.
I kind of agree, man. Well, I would say outside of character introductions, I kind of weren't interested in anything else. You get me? Like the first time we see Sabine, yep, I like that whole, we're on the speeder, I'm being a delinquent, whatever. Even though I don't think she should still be in that phase as the character, we're still here. But I just thought the scene was good. I like the introduction of the Inquisitors, and let's say past Jedi, ex-Jedis or whatever they are. We've not really put a name on them yet, but we'll say Inquisitors for now. I thought their introduction was hard. The rest of episode 1, I was kind of disappointed. Like, I thought there would be, I don't want to say more bang for your buck, bro, but I felt like they'd get us in more and deeper than just the character intros. Right. Do you know what I'm saying? And I don't really think they did. I don't like all the stuff that we've been retconning from the end of Rebels to now in the fact of after Rebels, I guess Ahsoka's been training Sabine in the Jedi ways, which I'm not against, but I don't like the delivery system of it here. I also don't like Sabine, the character as a whole. I think I actually just don't like her, what they've portrayed to her in the show at all. Not really loving the actress that plays her either, to be honest, in terms of some of her scenes. I thought they were kind of dead. Like the hospital scene was really like, it like hung on her for a second and she was like, and there was a couple times where I was like, yo, it's kind of cringy for me, bro. From her specifically.
Yeah, it's funny you're saying that because I felt some type of way.
Bro, man.
Not there.
She's not Sabine in very.
Yeah, look, see that?
I'm not loving her as Sabine. I'm going off on one. Rosario Dawson has had nothing to do in 2 episodes.
I was going to say she's not been challenged.
She's had nothing to do in 2 episodes. And at the end of it, I was going to be like, yo, why is this show called Ahsoka? Right now it should be called Sabine. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Ahsoka just seems to be just almost like a plate that's carrying Sabine. Do you know what I'm saying? So, bruv.
Elizabeth
Weinstein,
yes.
blah, blah, as Hera. I've kind of
like it.
I'm not against it, but my issue is she looks younger than Ahsoka, which is weird to me. Now, I know they're aliens. They're aliens, but Hera has always been the mothering figure of the situation, and she is mothering in this.
Yeah.
But just when her and Ahsoka are together, it don't, like, the relationship's a bit different. Like, and maybe I'm just not used to that. I'm not saying it's bad. Sometimes I was like, what's going on here? Like, I'm not really getting
that Hera.
Yeah. And after 4 seasons of Hera, maybe that's it, because all of the characters I'm talking about, but they're the only characters we've seen, I'm kind of struggling with their new incarnations. The Sabine one, they've changed things. That's why I'm an issue. Hera, it's just when she's with Ahsoka, I'm trying to get their dynamic down better. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, are they friends? Or is she the mother? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like Hera's giving her advice and she's taking it. But it's more like, it's I'm just stuck there.
No, I agree with that in terms of Hera. 50-50, I think is also exactly what you're talking about. Just the feel of it, just the vibe of it. You know what I'm saying? Hera just being Hera. I think that's maybe throughout the series we'll link again with that.
Yeah.
But maybe, live action reincarnation, maybe it's not doing bits in it. But yeah, but I wanna go back to Sabine Wren, because there's things that have really confused me, especially like with the first episode, her being a Padawan. Now, if there is some sort of like other mediums where it's come out, do let us know, whether it's a comic, books, whatever.
Yeah, I looked because it hasn't.
There hasn't.
It's in the gap. They're just saying this is time we wasn't with them. They did it.
Okay, and this is where for me I need it to be fleshed out, because if you haven't watched it, head over to patreon.com/7 where you get to watch this, and our actual discussion throughout, and reactions throughout the episode. But it just it makes me confused in terms of like, this is the character I know, this is the history I know. Last time I saw her pick up some sort of sword was the black saber, and she was training with Canon. Where does you now come as a Padawan and talking about the Force, and even you going back and forth? Oh, I'm not like Ezra. I'm not like the other guys. Well, we all know that.
Yeah.
So do you know what I'm saying? You're talking about these things on the second episode, but first episode we're given something else.
The execution.
So do you know what I mean? And it creates confusion for those who've been with these characters for a very long time, and that can be rubbed in the wrong way. I'm still staying like in the middle because I wanna give the show the benefit of the doubt. But at the same time, I'm over here asking, bro, when was...
And I'm telling you,
what I'm saying?
Stop asking me these questions, because I'm not giving the show the benefit of doubt, because I feel like from what we've seen through Rebels and Clone Wars, this, like, it was been building to this.
Right.
Now, I'm not against her training in Force user ways or using the Jedi or using a lightsaber, but it's the way it's delivered. Like, bro, she's not a Padawan, period.
She's not.
Period. Because Ahsoka is not a Jedi, period. Until Ahsoka has told us she is a Jedi, or unless we see her go through her Jedi trial and someone or a master be like, you're now a Jedi, I'm just not going to then give her the title. Yeah. Right. If you lot want to play the game in it where it's like every time someone says it, she never responds, and then we find out 2 years later that, in a gap, she actually became a Jedi Master. We never, like, bro, why are we retconning and doing weird stuff like that when we could just be given to it? I just think that the decision of Sabine running into the house and picking up the lightsaber over her blaster and one piece of Beskar, even if they're like, well, look, we needed her to get injured. She's got enough time to pick up one piece of Beskar, maybe it be the helmet and still get stabbed, or maybe it be a chest piece and losing an arm. Would have just been a better delivery system than you just, bro, like I just don't understand the whole, I'm in trouble and I'm going to the lightsaber, something I'm not fully trained in. My life's on the line.
It's almost like there is like no commitment, whether it's from Sabine or Ahsoka, because Ahsoka right at the beginning talking to a droid, the droid like breaks down, I'm programmed in the Jedi ways. I'm following the Jedi's protocol. And then she's kind of like, well, good for you. Like, I've executed this plan in the non-Jedi ways. But now, end of episode 2, you're calling her a Padawan. Like, what is it? Yeah. Where are we? Like, and I feel like I need that confirmation. But like, bro, like, if you decide to go 100, then go 100% of it. I'll have to accept it. I'll see it every week.
Yes.
I'll see it every week, and I'll watch it. At least I know this is what you are.
100%.
We're still in this
limbo,
gray, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. The mystery of it ain't that great. Right. Nobody, like, we already know either she's gonna become a Jedi or she already is. Right. And like, bro, we've already accepted that. So let's just move past it and get to more interesting stuff. You know what I'm saying about what kind of things is Ahsoka training in a Jedi? Why did she make the decision to come back? Like, why is she taking Sabine on, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, these are narratives that I think are way more important and interesting than how many times we can say Jedi in an episode. Bro, I've never believed... Bro, how many times do you think they said it in the first episode? Bro, it must have been the most time in one episode of anything, fam.
Yeah,
in an hour.
They were just beating us with it.
Bro,
like,
it's crazy.
Jedi.
Other than all of that, calm episode,
other than that, Leo, I love the fighting bits with the droids at the temple.
Tough.
Super sick. Do you know what I'm saying? Even, like, I feel like episode 1, that intro, fire. Loved it. I really loved it. But then, like you were saying, the in between was like, and this is what we was also talking about, it feels like with Star Wars series, every 3 episodes, that's when things stop. And it's like, and I was saying to you how I liked how it started with the classic, scroll down, but then go straight into it. Let's not dingly-dangly here with, especially when we got 9 episodes to go through.
I think they think that they did go straight into it because after the credits, it goes straight onto the ship and then they're getting into it. But what we're talking about is the actual real narrative of what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, we know after the credits, you're setting up the characters. Boom, we hear that. But we need to go straight into, like, spending that 2 episodes in just getting Sabine to put on the helmet to go on the mission. We're wasting time, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how about we just started with, they've been training. You have been training her. She's already the Padawan, and we just go. I can take that. But this whole we've got to do and they do it with Sabine and Rebels as well, where it's like, oh, I did this bad thing and blah blah blah, and she's reluctant, and then here she finds the motivation. Why did she find the motivation? There was no real reason to find the motivation besides the conversation she had with the robot. We're told her no information that then she didn't already have, and then she goes. So it's like. You've made us lack motivation now for no reason when we could have just started, boom, going. Right. So I just want it to get stronger in terms of like the narrative on why I know we're going after Ezra, but why the characters are making the other decisions they're making. Like, why did she pick up the lightsaber instead of the Mando stuff? You get me? Why is Ahsoka training her? Like, why does Ahsoka want to be a Jedi? All unanswered questions that are all more important than any question that was posed to us today in the show.
Right, 1,000%. Like, especially when you're having the mural at the back with Canon and all those guys, like, link those things because obviously, like you're saying, why you're training. Well, what makes you feel that you need to finish? Because remember, she was struggling with Canon so much. So with Canon gone, she's rattled. Maybe I failed him before he was gone, so now I got to do this to. Pay homage to the guy.
See, I like that. I like the whole, Ezra sacrificed his life for something else. So I'm going to take up the role. I'm going to take his lightsaber. I'm going to train in the ways of being a Jedi because that's what Ezra would have done. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, that's the emotional stuff that you can pull with us right here, bro. Instead of just I get Ahsoka walked away. Like, why did Ahsoka walk away from you? Like, and I don't even want to answer that question. There's more interesting questions than that. But at the same time, it's like, I guess we're just going through this, bro. I just want some... Get me. Shout out to all the loft cats inside, though.
Yeah, you got Mumsy over here breaking down to Ahsoka. Oh, maybe you wasn't ready or it wasn't her. Maybe it was both of yous.
Just a dead convo. Dead writing, dead convo, bro. Like, what are we doing here? The choreography in the episodes are so good, though. So good. And the thing is, since the new trilogy... lightsaber fighting has been conquered. Like, we know how to do lightsaber battles now. Like, they've got it perfectly. So, I love seeing that.
I love the way the droids are moving as well.
Right, I mean, it's Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? The production, always 5 out of 5. Sound design, always 5 out of 5. So, right now, it's like, so much of this stuff really just comes down to the acting and the writing. Do you know what I'm saying? And the narratives they're telling. And this is why I'm on their head with this, because I think for us, man, always talking about Ahsoka, we've seen how she's come through The Mandalorian. There was always questions for me about the series, and I just want to see how we go from here, man.
Yeah,
but bro, this is where I'm at. I'm shaking with it.
Yeah.
They gotta make lightsabers like a bit more lethal as well. Like they gotta stop stabbing people and them survive. To be honest,
off of the limbs.
Yeah, like it's either limbs or you're dead, bro. Because you're getting poked with these things. There's no way. Like your lung collapsed.
Man, them don't poke with lightsabers.
You know what I'm saying,
Nah, bro. The thing
But
is,
if you do,
I hear you, but man, them don't poke with lightsabers.
Yeah, I've actually never seen that. Come to think about it.
Man, them don't poke with lightsabers, bro. Man, them, and that's one.
what
Bro,
do you mean?
you don't poke man with a lightsaber, bro. It's not a. We ain't fencing, bro.
Usually
it's slice, bro.
Yeah.
They always slice, bro.
That's actually a good point because I've actually never seen that.
Because, bro, even when it got her and we watched it for the second time, I was like, why didn't she cut her in half? Because, bro, it's the difference between this and that, bro. It's her gone.
Or
like that's the first injury and then finish it.
No, that and then slap, bro. And I'm like, what you're saying is 100% right, but I think for me, it's like, we ain't seen lightsabers in so long that I'm just glad there's one on the screen. Do you get what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, definitely, bruv. Definitely, because Sabine in that fight, she should have lost the hand.
Yeah. See, I would have loved that.
I wouldn't have been mad if the Inquisitor lost the hand against Ahsoka, the other one, because then we have to set, and I say this about everything, you have to set up the levels properly. And they've not set up the levels. Like Ahsoka fighting a droid and the Inquisitor, destroying a droid and then the Inquisitor getting away when we know she could, like, bro, he ran off, she could have force pulled him and chopped his head off. When things coming back, she's acting all cool and that. I'd rather less cool scenes and more scenes that were like hard hitting and made sense, bro, than just flexing.
That's what I'm saying. So all that stuff really has to make sense in another way. Because, like I said, did she let them get away? You know what I'm saying? Like, was she just playing with man to...
Don't do that. See, I know what you're saying, man, but I don't want that.
I know, well, for me, I'm like, my mind's like, she's unchallenged. So she's got, let's say, 3 people to go through. She's got the Inquisitor, the Apprentice, and then the Master. If the Master's her level, then them man aren't...
And that's what I believe it is, but they tried to give her something to do, and that's the only thing they could do. That's why they started off that beef of her being outnumbered, takes one out, and the other one makes her swift getaway. Bro, Ahsoka should be... If she's training Sabine, I'm saying she's ascended to Master, that means she's clapping everyone we've seen in this show, including a guy, Ray Stevenson, R.I.P., who is shown to, I don't want to say sympathetic to her at the end of episode 2, but explains how important she is.
Right. So wouldn't you say he's also a master, knowing what
I think is going to happen is she's going to clap him and then he's going to make her a Jedi in his dying wish. Something like that. That's what I can see happening. And I think that's what, bro, you close your eyes. That's what I think he set up when they had that conversation about, it'd be a shame to kill her. Something's going on between them two.
Okay. Then
that's just me.
Okay, I'm trying to process this and see.
There's no other reason than having that line. If it don't lead to something. Yeah. And if Jedi and if Ahsoka's not a Jedi now, she needs a master to Jedi to assert her. He's the only master around that we've seen. Was it confirmed that he's a master? Bro, I'm saying he's a master.
He's a master. He's got 2 apprentices. Yeah, at the beginning of the episode, the master and apprentice.
And he's got 2 apprentices, bro. He's got
the apprentice too.
Bro, 100%.
And obviously he's saying they had the Jedi code on the ship. Yeah. But he's like, we ain't Jedis no more.
And they already said it deeper than that. When the robot was talking about analyzing the lightsabers, it said they was both built from the structure that they teach at the Jedi Council, but one was, so he built his there, then he taught his apprentice how to do it in the same similar style, bro. He's definitely a master. And so I'm saying...
And they ain't Sith either. Like, exactly. They're not holding reds. They're orange.
Exactly. So it's one of those. I think he's going to be the guy, and it's going to be mad. But we'll see what happens.
At least that's a confirmation, then. Huh? At least that's a confirmation, then.
I mean, finally. That's the only way I could see them doing it.
You're right.
But, like, bro, then you got knighted by, I don't know.
And then that confirms that she's not a Jedi master then.
I mean, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Until, man.
But you can't.
Why not?
We need to watch this. We need to see more. Bro, it gets dicey because it's like, okay, we're not Jedis, but on my dying wish, let's say, or at some point, I knight you as a Jedi master.
Yeah. New Testament and that.
I'm with Simon. I'm with Simon because, bro, after the Order 66, man, them just start becoming Jedi Masters anyhow, bro. Anyhow, like even
just
that,
by
bro.
saying this one out
the title. They just start claiming the title, and I'm not mad for them for that because that's how your ranks are, bro. Your man is anarchy, bro. Get me? So have it, like, bro. How did Luke become a Jedi Master, bro? Because Yoda his master was dead, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly, his master was dead, bro. How did Rey become a Jedi Master, bro? She was born one, apparently. Get me? So, just, you can become a Jedi Master any way you want.
Crazy. My only other question I have is, which I'm looking forward for them to dissect it, is the involvement of the Night Sisters. Do you know what I'm saying? That's one of the elements of Star Wars I really love. I love the whole witchcraft stuff with them. All right, where do we link up with this this designed Jedi Master? Why are you not going for Thrawn? Do you know what I'm saying? Yes, okay, you want to get him to reestablish the old empire, but why are you involved? Especially when you've had beef, your sisters pretty much got murked by them. So where do you come from? And you even said that she's the one that was fighting Ahsoka in the Mandalorian showdown.
She's just working for the. I don't think you should get too gassed on the Night Sister stuff. I'm just saying, in terms of in this show, I think it's only the delivery system to get us to Thrawn and them, man. Because if she starts coming out with big voodoo powers, yeah, after Ahsoka finished in the other thing, that's crazy.
And that's what I was like, yo, why didn't she use? And I get it that it was, if we're going to be,
they was fighting honorable. Yeah, they was having an honorable fight. Staff versus sword. Ahsoka didn't use no force abilities. She didn't use no Night Sister magic. So yeah, maybe if they have maybe that's the person who's strong enough to fight Ahsoka again. Maybe their rematch is coming. Because I've counted her out because Ahsoka already beat her. But like you're saying, she didn't use her abilities and neither did Ahsoka. So if their second matchup, they're using magic and the force against each other, maybe it's a bit more of an even fight. Maybe Ahsoka doesn't win. There's someone else we can throw in the hat.
That would be, maybe that's something that we could build up from, like some sort of like nemesis kind of thing.
Maybe, man. Maybe, but come on. She's running to go get Thrawn. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing with Thrawn. If they have all these boss levels, and they're going to get Thrawn, listen, we cannot have Ahsoka watered down or whatever.
Thrawn's not in the series, bro. Thrawn's not in the series,
and then, like, later on, Thrawn is not the highest of the highest.
Thrawn won't get dealt with in this.
And I'd be mad to like, he's the big bad that he's coming back and suddenly he's like, man.
That's one thing. That's one thing I was thinking of, like, how, because obviously we're all going. This is about him. People going after him later on, wherever he shows up, because obviously you got to put the power levels together in him. Obviously, like, for example, the Avengers, it was the whole Avengers against Thanos. I'm not saying it's the same.
I'll say it'd be the same.
100%. I'm with you. I'm with that. What Ahsoka is building the Rebel Squad, new Rebel Squad back together to fight Thrawn in a movie, and that movie's going to be called Heir to the Throne.
Choice.
That's what it's going to be. That's what's going to happen. So
Thrawn's going to. Are the Mandals involved?
Oh, I mean, you're going to have to, you should probably need to get everyone because Thrawn's going to come back, unite the Empire again, and that war they was talking about in this is happening. No, it's happening. Yeah, it's going to happen. Thrawn's coming back and they're having the war.
Is that how we get the First Republic?
The First Order. So they're going to have, they're going to fill in that gap between the Empire, the Galactic Empire and the First Order with Thrawn and these man coming back and the Rebel unit, the Rebels being the ones who maybe stop him or maybe lose to him and then he's doing stuff. Bro, I would love a villain to win at some point. Even if it's Thrawn, even if it's only for like 10 years. You get me? I mean, I guess Palpatine won for 60. So.
I was going to have to, because if the First
Order was, there was a power. In fact, you know what? They say that they wasn't winning at the time.
Is it?
Yeah, they said it wasn't winning. They said that they had a few planets, and that's why they needed planet killers. That's why they was moving so hard with the weaponry. So, it's a big galaxy. That's, you know what I'm saying? It's a big galaxy. But yeah, man, bruv. I'm actually excited for the conversations that we're having off the back of this more than the episodes that we watch. Yeah. But
it always gets better.
I hope it gets better, man. Yeah, I hope the show gets better.
What would you guys rate these two episodes?
I'm going with a 3.5, a strong 3.5. A strong 3.5. A strong 3.5. A strong one. I can't give it a 4, but I give it a 3.5 straight off Star Wars music, off Star Wars production.
Hey, I really like that rock music, rock anime type music for thing.
For Sabine.
I like
I'll probably never hear it again.
I can't like that sometimes. I concur with the 3.5. Like I said, I like the introduction to the new villains, to setting what's going on right about now, the choreography. Like I said, just the Star Wars production, obviously that's always just outstanding regardless anyway. Just characters, like I said, Sabine is just a bit annoying. Like, Ahsoka in her own show has to be challenged. Like, if she goes, like, 9-0, Fran. All the episodes, bro. That is diabolical.
No L's, bro.
No L's in your own show.
I'm gonna say no.
Crazy.
You're
saying that?
I think she'll have no L's, bro. And if she does have an L, it's gonna be. You see what happened to Sabine? I'm not counting. Would you count Sabine getting stabbed as an L?
Yes. Come on, now. She got trained as a Padawan. He's like,
Okay,
all right, cool.
Yeah, okay,
I wouldn't count that. I wouldn't count that as an L.
Because I was about to ask that.
I wouldn't count that as an L.
Whether it's
Sabine's gonna. I mean, sorry, Ahsoka's gonna have one of those. That's it. Maybe she gets sidelined for half an episode.
Nah, I don't believe it.
See,
she's gonna get injured. That's what I mean. You don't think she's gonna get injured?
No.
So you think she's gonna take 0 L's?
Like this every episode.
Okay,
bro.
I'm with you then. Yeah, I was saying at least something like Sabine, like an injury. She'll get hit.
Right.
She'll get hit by something.
No.
But I don't think she's gonna, bro. She's not going down.
I don't think she'll go down this whole series. I feel like the L's will come from the team. Like the bigger picture instead of her. But yeah. Yep. 3.5 across the sofa this week. Do you know what I'm saying? There's for me, my main thing is to understand what is going on with certain characters. Do you know what I'm saying? Sabine being one of them. Ahsoka, let's just commit. Whatever you want to call her, commit. Whatever title you want to give her, commit. That's it. We'll just have to accept it and move forward. The quicker we move forward, the more we can focus on other intricacies of the show. Do you know what I'm saying? But other than that, don't forget that you can watch this show and other Star Wars shows on patreon.com/the-cybernerds. And we shall see you next week for some more Ahsoka. On that note, I'm Raven your Dio.
Sam, Mr. Blitztech.
LAJ.
Peace.